What is up, guys? It is Brood here. We are back with another Arc Raiders update. I am your one-stop shop for all Arc Raiders updates, patch notes, news, things like that. And guess what? If I'm making a video, it means that the devs are back from their holiday break, and we have the January update, update 1.11. I will say this is a small update, but give the devs a little bit of grace. They, again, were on holiday, enjoying their lives like people should. I would suspect that February, March, April are going to be larger updates. With that said, we have two major things to talk about, and that is the Kettle and the trigger grenade nerfs. For those that are unaware, people were using third-party macros to make the Kettle fire at an insane fire rate that virtually gave anybody trying to PvP no chance. And likewise, if you've done any PvPing at all, you know that trigger grenades are used more than actual guns. So they've come in and they've nerfed both of them. Now I'm going to drop a video that I recorded before this of me going into practice tool and using the Kettle and trigger grenades. And as the dev notes say, they've reduced the fire rate of the Kettle from 600 to 450. What's that look like? Well, again, look at the clip below me. I tested it out. I was clicking as fast as my boomer fingers could click, and I definitely noticed that it was slower than even I can click. So it's going to be a big change, and people that macro can't exceed this limit anymore. The Kettle should be a lot less OP. I would imagine that most free kit people will be begging for a Stitcher instead of a Kettle. And again, I went into practice tool and tested the trigger grenades. Let's read the dev notes. The NERFED aims to make it less usable as a trigger in air grenade. And again, when I tested this, I threw it 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, and clicked the detonate as fast as I possibly could. And you can see the results. In general, I had to throw it at least 30 yards. And when I would click it right away, it would blow up at that 30-yard mark when it reached that point. But at 20 yards and at 10 yards out, when I clicked the trigger, it would take a couple seconds to go off. Now, I have not tested out the damage fall off, but they've rebalanced it to concentrate the damage closer to the center of the explosion, which would mean that a player has to basically hit you dead in the eyes with a trigger grenade. And just to show what the video that I have reflects, the delay between trigger grenade and it detonating has been increased from 0.7 seconds to 1.5. So when you click detonate, it's going to take 1.5 seconds to go off. So again, Kettle and trigger grenades have been nerfed. Let's see how that actually feels out in the wild. At least from just my practice tool, I could definitely feel the nerf on both of these. So I would suspect them to be a lot less OP. And with that said, again, I'm not sponsored or anything. I know there's still people glitching through walls, but they just got back from holiday. I'm sure they've got a lot of good changes that they're in the middle of working on and fixing. So let me know what you guys think. And again, if you want to stay updated on news, patch notes, nerfs, changes to the game, drop your boy a follow. I'd appreciate it very much.